Hi everyone, if we haven't met yet, my name is Shawn Maguire, and I want to share with you the kind of people that I counsel. Who should seek counseling? Well, first, anyone who wants better and is willing to do something about it should seek counseling. Because I can tell you from personal experience that my clients throughout the years, over 2 decades of counseling people, have been some of the most courageous and inspirational people I've ever met. I remember this one guy, and I still think about his story today. When I get scared or I'm in a situation where I really feel like I need to press through fear and not worry about what people think. Because he started out so afraid that he rolled his eyes, he was sighed so much because he was so scared and fearful and yet so unaware of himself that he was pushing everybody away, and he was a social recluse. And through a lot of deep therapy, facing fears, exposure therapy, going out in the community, facing fears in real time, like we went to children's parks, we went to water parks, we went to theme parks, went to the mall where he had to talk to people and ask people questions, and then he had to go do all these outside activities. And I'll leave you with one. This guy, Jim, we went to this water park, Whitewater in our state, and this guy wouldn't even wear shorts when we started. Ended up, and he wouldn't talk to people. If they were strangers, forget it. He barely even talked to me. And he ended up at this water park, riding this ride, one of our last sessions before he officially graduated. And he had to stand in line for an hour without a shirt on, in these little shorts, waiting in line around all these teenagers. This guy is going nuts. And he got off and he said, "I did it, man. I did it. Never going back. Never the same." It's incredible to me what people are willing to do when they trust in God, they face their fears, and they can conquer anything. I think about this single mom. Her name is Barbara. She came to me already divorced out of this abusive, terrible marriage. We started with setting boundaries and seeking to gravitate and grab hold of that identity that God gave her, that she was beautiful, that she mattered, that she was somebody to God, even though she was nobody to her ex-spouse. She lives on a meager teacher's salary in a really probably 1,200 square foot house with 4 kids. And I can tell you she doesn't make much money, but they are rich in love. And it's extraordinary to me. I was raised by a single mom, and so her story speaks volumes to me because she's doing it. She's engaging with her kids, and she has a richer life than people that I see that live in $1 million mansions because of the love that God has given her and that she's able to express to others and her kids. I'm going to leave with a third one. It's this guy named Brian, and he grew up in a really tough environment at home where really he wasn't paid attention to. Nobody really loved on him and taught him how to be a man. His dad was out of the picture. I'm not even sure he knew who his dad was because there were so many men in and out of his life. He started with, "Man, I don't know what to do. I'm married and it's going down the tubes." Later I came to find out they were going from my office, depending on if it worked or not, therapy worked or not, to a divorce attorney to file and to be done. I can tell you today, this guy who has never fathered, never properly loved by mom, dad, and really has no functioning family members that love God or good examples, is a pillar in his church, loves his kids amazingly well, and has created a situation where his generation is different. So when you say who needs counseling, I say people like this that are willing to change. No matter where you start, you're willing to accept God's identity as the true identity of who you are. And starting there, you can accomplish and live out an extraordinary life. God bless. So glad you stopped by. And I look forward to seeing you again really soon.